start a minute early, right?
It's for the fire.
Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the Town of Orangetown Town Board Reorganization Meeting, and we'll start with the town clerk with the attendance.
Councilman Paul Valentine. Here. Councilman Jerry Batari.
Here.
Councilman Brian Donahue.
Here.
Councilman Dan Sullivan. Here. Supervisor Teresa Kenny.
Here. And we're going to start by saying we're going to have the Boy Scout Troop 55 and the Cub Scout Pack 55 bringing the colors. Right, we stand, right? And we're going to have U.S. Navy veteran John Gray lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we're going to invite up Father Rami. Oh, I'm sorry, did I skip something? Oh, I'm sorry, we're going to bring up Devin Fennell to sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now call Father Ravi for the invocation.
I think you can be seated, I think. God do blesses us even while we are seated. I want to wish you all a very healthy, happy, and a blessed, peaceful new year. And as we begin this new journey, and we are gathered here to pray, to wish God's blessings, and to invoke God's wisdom as we look forward for this coming year. Gracious God, source of wisdom, justice, and peace, we gather this evening mindful that the strength of a community is measured not only by its institutions and policies, but by the spirit with which people serve one another. We give thanks for the town of Orangetown, for its people, its shared history, and its promise for the future. We remember with gratitude those who have served before us, whose dedication and care laid the foundation upon which now we build. As this governing body begins its work anew, we ask for vision shaped by wisdom and guided by integrity, for minds open to listening, and for hearts committed to the common good. May leadership here be exercised not as a power over others, but as stewardship on behalf of all. Grant patience to engage differing perspectives with respect, courage to speak truth with humility, and compassion to ensure that the needs of the most vulnerable are never overlooked. May decisions made in this place strengthen trust, foster unity without uniformity, and serve both the present moment and generations yet to come. Bless this meeting and the work entrusted to these leaders. May our shared efforts lead to cooperation, fairness, and hope. And may this community continue to grow in dignity, mutual respect, and peace. Amen.
Amen.
Now we're going to call up Kira Hayes and Hannah Hayes to perform America the Beautiful.
It's fine.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot's dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities clean, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Okay, we're going to call up Honorable Judge Patrick Loftus to give the oaths of office to Rosanna Sfraga and Richard Finning.
I do solemnly swear. That I will support. The Constitution of the United States of America. And the Constitution
Okay, now we're going to call up Cheryl Dean Ward to administer the oath to James Dean, Superintendent of Highways.
I, James J. E. Do solemnly swear. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of New York. And I will faithfully discharge the duties. Of the office. Of Superintendent of Highways. For the town of Orangetown. According to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Jim, for those who don't know, do you know how many times that is you've been sworn in? Do you know how many times you've been sworn in? What time that made? Do you-
This is
15th time, okay.
Wow.
You got it down pretty good, if I do say so myself.
30 years.
Okay, now we're going to have the Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts retire the colors.
All right, the colors.
Okay, everybody, make yourself comfortable. I'm going to now give my state of the town. So once again, I want to welcome everybody to the Orangetown Reorganizational Meeting of 2026. Again, I want to thank everyone who participated in the program tonight. We have Boy Scout Troop 55 and Cub Scout Pack 55 for presenting and retiring the colors. U.S. Navy veteran John Gray for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Devin Fennell for her beautiful delivery of the Star Spangled Banner. Kira Hayes and Hannah Hayes for their lovely rendition of America the Beautiful, and Father Rave and Rabbi Aaron Reich for their blessings. Thank you for being a part of our ceremony. I also want to congratulate Councilman Dan Sullivan and Brian Donahue, along with Superintendent of Highways Jim Dean, Town Clerk Rosanna Sfraga, and Justice Richard Finning on their well-deserved reelection to their respective offices. As for those who may not have heard yet, due to recent New York State legislation, Jim, Rosanna, and I will have to run for office again this upcoming November. Now on to the state of the town. So I'm happy to report that the Orangetown continues to maintain a strong financial position and has the highest bond rating in the county at AA2. In addition, the New York State Comptroller's Office has awarded Orangetown the best possible score on its fiscal stress for its finances, a score of 0 out of 100, so there's no designation for stress. This is the second year in a row with a perfect score. Equally important is transparency of the town's finances. The Government Finance Office Association has again awarded Orangetown a Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2023. This is the 18th year in a row that the town achieved this national award, and Orangetown is the only municipality in the county to receive it. Looking to 2026, the town was able to pass a budget that stayed under the 2% tax cap, despite salary increases from the new CSEA contract and increases to health insurance costs. This was accomplished through conservative budgeting practices, strong performances at the golf courses, increased interest income and mortgage revenues, and the appropriation of $4.5 million from fund balance, yet still maintaining a healthy fund balance of $29.8 million at the end of 2024. Maintaining reserves is important because it allows the town to apply for grants that require a town to match a percentage of the cost of the project. Because we maintain healthy reserves, we can apply for these grants, as we did with the all-inclusive playground and splash pad at Veterans Park and the court repaving project at Franklin Street Park. But while I'm pleased that we stayed in the budget under the tax cap, I recognize that the total tax burden, including town, school, and county taxes, and all the taxing districts are becoming unsustainable for many. So tonight, I pledge to continue looking for innovative ways to streamline government and think outside the box in order to reduce town taxes, and to be creative in our efforts to entice new businesses to come to Orangetown, creating new tax ratables. And to this point, suggestions and ideas are always welcome. Moving on from our finances, we did have some exciting news in 2025. Orangetown became the proud owner of the property at 149 Piermont Avenue in South Nyack, the former Olson Center property. It's approximately 6.2 acres of land on and under the Hudson River, and it's the first time unincorporated Orangetown has owned Hudson River waterfront property. My office is currently trying to figure out the best way to salvage as much of the historic house as we can. Once that is done and the house is removed, the property will be operated as a passive park until long-term plans for it can be developed with the help of professionals. After several years, we finally saw the passage of the New York State special legislation needed to authorize Orangetown to take steps necessary to establish a community preservation law. Thanks to Assemblyman Aaron Weider and Senator Bill Wibber for sponsoring this legislation. But there's still work to be done. The town is required to develop a plan and to submit the legislation to the voters, which will hopefully happen this November. If approved, it will allow Orangetown to institute a buyer-paid transfer fee on the purchase of certain real estate, with the funds being deposited into a dedicated account to be used by the town to purchase property for preservation. More information will be available on this in the coming months. One of my favorite events of last year was the dedication and renaming of the OMM Soccer Complex after Dennis Troy, a former county legislator and town board member and current deputy town supervisor. But this was not a renaming just for the sake of renaming. It was a recognition of Mr. Troy's tireless commitment to our community, his dedication to public service, and his belief in the importance of spaces where our kids can come together, be active, and build memories. Dennis has always been a champion of all youth sports programs, and for that we honor him with this renaming. And we're just going to give a round of applause for Mr. Troy, who's over there. It's actually on, we're having a short regular meeting. It's on the meeting to actually approve the sign, because we wouldn't put it on the agenda because we wanted to surprise him, which we did. So it's on there for tonight. So we're actually going to have a picture of it up on the board later, up on the screen later on. Some of the more fun events we had last year were was the first hugely successful food truck festival at Central Avenue Field, Produce Pete at the Pearl Rivers Farmers Market, and Adult Night at the Splash Pad to raise funds for the Penguin Plunge, a not-for-profit that works to help the families of severely ill children. But 2025 is over, and it's time to look to 2026. A few of the things we are working on for next year are the installation of 2 water filling stations along the rail trail, one by the Blauvelt Library and the other at Depot Square in Spark Hill, for walkers and runners and their 4-legged friends, and shade structures installed at Veterans Park, both paid for by New York State grants procured by former Assemblyman John McGowan. Preliminary design work has started on the long overdue traffic control device at the intersection of Hunt Road and Orangeburg Road, with a portion of the cost for it being paid with a grant procured by Assemblyman Weider. The installation of upgraded traffic control devices that will have enhanced pedestrian safety features at the intersections of Orangeburg Road and Dutch Hill Road, right out here, and Western Highway and Erie Street. This summer, we will again be hosting a fundraiser at the Splash Pad entitled The Dog Days of Summer. And yes, you guessed it right. To the chagrin of Eric Gordon, dogs will be permitted in the Splash Pad for that one day. This event will raise funds for the Hudson Valley Humane Society, an organization that is near and dear to my heart. This year is the 250th anniversary of our great country, and thanks to Carmel Riley and her dedicated members of the Orangetown 250 Celebration Committee, there will be a parade followed by a festival at the German Masonic Grounds on July 4th, 2026. I want to thank the Blauvelt Fire Department and the American Legion Auxiliary Unit 329, both who have already contributed $5,000 each toward the event. Please follow the Facebook page or sign up for emails at orangetown250@orangetown.com to learn more about it. But none of what is accomplished would be possible without the dedication of our department heads and town employees who work every day to keep our local government running smoothly and serving the community. To all of them, I say thank you. I do want to acknowledge a few people, Allison Carden and Carmel Riley, my staff, who work tirelessly day in and day out to make Orangetown a better place for all of us. Deputy Town Supervisor Dennis Troy, who had better not get a big head now that he has a recreational complex named after him. Town Attorney Rob Magrino, for always carefully considering what I have to say before telling me I can't do it. Finance Director Jeff Benchik, for being the bad guy at budget time and keeping the financial awards coming in year after year. Town historian Mary Cardenas, who I believe does not get the recognition she deserves. If you've not been to one of the exhibits at our museums, I encourage you to do so. You will not be disappointed. Of course, my family, who gave me the love and support needed for me to continue doing this job. And last but not least, I want to thank all of you who are here tonight and those who are watching on social media or cable TV, because it is all of you who make Orangetown a truly wonderful place to live. I want to take this opportunity just to tell everyone that I do have a weekly newsletter. It includes information about public hearings, presentations, and other important matters, as well as events going on around Orangetown. You can sign up for it right on the town website, and it will be emailed to you. Or if you need assistance, you can always reach out to my office at supervisor@orangetown.com, and we'll be happy to assist you. On that note, I want to wish you and all your families a happy and healthy 2026, and I look forward to continuing to work every day to protect our quality of life here in Orangetown. Thank you. The supervisor's appointment are Jeffrey Benchick, Finance Director, Mary Cardenas, Town Historian, Allison Carden, Confidential Assistant to the Town Supervisor, Carmel Riley, Director of Economic Development and Tourism, and Dennis Troy, Deputy Town Supervisor. We'll just all give them a round of a hand. And I will open it up to the town board if anybody has anything to say.
I'll just echo, I just wish everybody, all of the best of luck in 2026. Thank you for all the support in 2025, and look forward to serving the town and doing what I've been doing for the past, 20 years as working on these town boards. So thank you very much.
I just want to thank all the voters who voted for me, who put me back in office. Unfortunately, it's 3 years, not 4 years. I just want to thank all of our constituents, and now getting back to work, and I'm honored to support the town of Orangetown.
I'd like to echo what my fellow board members and Teresa said. I think we really, really work hard as a board to conservatively move Orangetown forward in the right direction. And I think we're doing a pretty good job of it. We all live here. We care about this community more than you can imagine. And we put in the time and effort to make sure that we protect it as needed. It's been a pleasure working with everybody on this board, and I look forward to a great 2026. So Happy New Year, everybody.
Well, I think everybody just about said it all. So I would like to thank the board, working with the board. The people in the town have been supportive and understanding of everything we've tried to do. It's looking forward to a great 2026. I think it's going to be a wonderful year. And again, thank you.
Okay, I see Mary Cardenas just snuck in. Mary, I don't know if you were here, but you were one of the appointments again, and I did actually tell you thank you for all your great work that you do at the museum. So thank you, Mary. And now we'll call Rabbi Ehrenreich to give the benediction.
Good evening. My glasses broke and the prescription didn't come in yet. I'm grateful for this opportunity to offer a moment of reflection, benediction, and blessing at this organizational meeting. Maybe that's better. Across cultures and throughout history, people have recognized that strong communities rest on strong moral principles. In Jewish tradition, these principles are understood as coming from God and are expressed through the 7 Noahide laws, universal values given for all of humanity: respect for life, respect for family and human dignity, honesty and responsibility in our words and actions, the rejection of violence and cruelty, and a commitment to justice upheld through fair and lawful courts, so that society may be built on order, decency, and peace. May God grant wisdom to those stepping into leadership and strength to those continuing in service. May their decisions reflect integrity, accountability, and genuine concern for the well-being of every resident. May the leadership of the town of Orangetown work with cooperation and mutual respect, listening carefully, speaking thoughtfully, and handling differences with civility. May the work undertaken here tonight, with God's help, strengthen trust, promote justice, and help this town, rich in history, continue to thrive and build strong foundations for the generations to follow in our footsteps. Thank you, and may this council and all the town leadership be blessed with productivity, respect, and success. Amen.
Amen. Okay. Did we actually open the meeting?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Do we have to? Yeah, we have to open the meeting, I guess, right? Okay. We have to open the meeting. I never like did a motion, open the meeting, Tim. It's open? Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get to, okay, we're gonna take a 2-minute break just in case anybody wants to make a, oh, I'm sorry. Of course, Jim, sorry. Come on up.
Have been putting in that effort and supporting the things that I think a lot of the town people, myself included, expect local service. I want to thank you for that. Look at her smiling, our town clerk, one of the most pleasant people we have in town. He does a great job, and I appreciate working together with you two, as well as the board, and all of the components of our town government. I need to say something. Thank you to the men and women of the Orangetown Highway Department. They do a great job every day. They care about what they do. And I appreciate them. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be getting reelected. I understand. So I want to make sure I get that out and they understand how much I value what they do for me. And to the people that were holding the Bible for me and keeping me straight tonight, that's part of my family that's been with me through my whole journey in the highway department. My daughter Cheryl administered the oath, and I appreciate that. My daughter Michelle, and her husband Mike Roscoe, and my sister Helen Marino have actually been my main campaign group for the 15 times that I run for election. So I thank them very much, especially Helen. She's been, for the last 7 decades, my #1 supporter. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Rosanna, you want to say anything?
Sure. I'd like to thank the people of Orangetown for supporting me, and this being going into my 8th year as the town clerk. I take great pride in representing the town as your town clerk. Born and raised in this town, it is very dear to my heart, and I thank the wonderful members of our town board that they do an awesome job, and working with them day in and day out has been great. Thank you, everyone.
So remember that when you're paying your taxes. She's a nice lady. Just don't be mean to her. Okay, we're going to take a 2-minute break just in case anybody wants to leave out, and then we'll go on to the agenda.
It's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, but was it? I mean, it's sitting down. Oh, it's yeah. I can bend it all the way, but I just want it on here.
You don't need to slip it and start all over. This is good.
It sounded like that. I thought I heard
It's just, I won't put the screen on yet. I'll just wait till the end. So,
When you went to take the picture, it looked like Tiffany was turning around like this. I was like, what the hell is that? What the hell is that?
She's down like she's down carrying the house. So I texted
Yeah.
He says they keep changing the meeting days and stuff. No, I have something to do.
What's happening? I'm Devin.
I should have tried to get a picture of him. I saw him laughing, I'm like.
Mike, how you doing, bud?
You just married.
Be there Saturday night?
Yeah, he didn't know.
And you can move this however, you're a little tall. I go like this.
Family owned and operated, whatever.
What kind of questions should we anticipate?
Oh, they'll ask questions about, who's eligible, and, maybe they ask you about your background, if they need to, we'll bring you up. It's,
This is like just a
an
preliminary.
introduction, right? This is an introduction, temperature taking, find out what they have to say.
Even if they, even if they say yes, it's just, you then have to submit a real.
Yeah, this is just, go ahead and move forward, or we really hate this. Or something in between. All right? So they've got some other things that I think they have to do first before they get to us. We'll find out.
So there's a bunch of resolutions. They're gonna go 1, 2, 3.
They should go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no more speeches, no more swearing, none of that stuff.
So this is the first week of January. That's
Right, well, the election was in November, their term started as of January 1st, and so this is an annual reorganization.
okay.
If there was, a change in leadership there, then the personnel might change.
No, he's like a child that needs to be.
Change, this is pretty stable. The fact that everybody was reelected. They'll come running. There haven't been any big local.
Brian Donahue,
around here
Brian
for
Donahue.
quite some time. And, one of the things that I try to do, is try to steer things so that they don't show up, in October, for example. Campaign issues, because that doesn't work for anybody. It's, there's lots of applications that I tend to submit the second week of November.
So let's say they say, okay, we'll vote.
Now, did you guys look at the appointments? Where I did combine them and approve them.
Sorry. Mark and I start working on
What's that? No, I wasn't gonna. But on 18 through 29 are the appointments. Are all the appointments. We said combine and whatever and approve. Does anybody want to look at them or? I think it's what we got. What's that? I'll read through them the first time and then I'll.
Probably a full EAF.
That's not really a combining and approving. Right.
Everything that I do, with minor exceptions, I shop around and make sure that you guys get your hands on it.
What's the matter?
I may miss something, I may misinterpret something, you may have a question about something that I say. It's always good to get that other input. Once we get the package together, then we submit it. First stop.
How long is this package?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Looks like they're. Yeah. You know what? Why don't we go outside?
George Homan stands up for his. He's live streaming it. It's supposed, yeah, I just live stream too. Okay. Oh, we're all here. Okay, okay, let's go. Okay. Rosanna? Okay. Okay. Agenda item number 1, the official undertaking for elected and appointed officials upon the recommendation of Director of Finance Jeff Benchik to approve official undertaking to be filed in the Rockland County Clerk's Office for elected and appointed officials. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 2, 2026 marriage officers. The following are designated as marriage officers. Myself, Paul Valentine, Jerry Batari, Brian Donahue, Dan Sullivan, and Rosanna Sfraga. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion for the official newspaper, that the town board hereby designates the Journal News as the official newspaper of the town pursuant to New York State Town Law, Section 6411, and the Journal News and the Rockland County Times for additional notices as the board may determine necessary or advisable on a case-by-case basis. Motion?
I make a motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Can I get a motion to designate the following banks as banking depositories for the town of Orangetown? J.P. Morgan Chase, Key Bank, Webster Bank, Connect One, and New York Class. Motion?
Make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 5, 2026 Town Clerk for collection of taxes, banking depositories. We're designating J.P. Morgan Chase and Webster Bank for Town Clerk for collection of taxes. Motion?
Motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 6, reappoint the Register of Vital Statistics, Rosanna Sfraga, effective January 1, 2026 through December 31, 2026. Motion?
Second.
I'll make a motion.
Brian seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Getting ahead of yourself there. Okay. Number 7, reappoint Records Management Officer Rosanna Sfraga, effective January 1 through December 31st, 2026.
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Reappoint Records Access Officer Department Heads as records access officers for their department records. Motion?
Motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Reappoint Deputy Register of Vital Statistics Teresa Setapue and Rima Del Vecchio, effective January 1, 2026 through December 31st, 2026. Motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 10, reappoint First Deputy Town Clerk Collector Joseph Thomason, effective January 1, 2026 to December 31, 2026. Motion?
Motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 11, indemnification of public officers or employees, that the provisions of Section 8 of the Public Officers Law concerning defense and indemnification shall apply to the officers and employees of the town of Orangetown who are named defendants in any action arising out of the proper performance of duties to the fullest extent permissible by law. Motion?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 12, authorize the town attorney to institute and defend legal actions. Motion?
I'll make second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 13, appoint Robert Magrino, town attorney, effective January 1, 2026 through December 31, 2027. Motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adopt the town of Orangetown procurement policy for 2026. Motion?
Motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adopt the town of Orangetown travel and conference policy for 2026. Motion?
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I think we have, is Denise Sullivan still here? She ran out, okay. Denise is very instrumental in taking care of our procurement policies and our travel policies, so, anyway, I was gonna thank her, but, authorize the town attorney, number 16, authorize the town attorney to settle certain claims, for up to $7,500 without the necessary town board resolution. Motion?
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we are eventually gonna, we're gonna combine it and approve 18 to 29, but I'm just gonna go through them one by one, and then we'll do it. Reappoint Tom Warren to the chairperson of the Orangetown Planning Board. Appoint Matthew Carey to the Orangetown Planning Board for a 7-year term. Reappoint Bruce Bond to the alternate member position on the Orangetown Planning Board. Reappoint Shirley Goebel Christie, Chairperson, Orangetown Architectural and Community Appearance Board of Review. Reappoint Barbara Carroll, member of the Orangetown Architectural and Community Appearance Board of Review, also known as ACABOR, for a 3-year term. Appoint Richard Windrum to a member of the Orangetown ACABOR for a 3-year term. Reappoint Walter Scott Wheatley to the chairperson of the Historical Areas Board of Review. Reappoint Marjorie Gallen, member of the Historical Areas Board of Review. Reappoint Michael Bosco, chairperson, Orangetown Zoning Board of Appeals. Reappoint Billy Valentine, member, Orangetown Zoning Board of Appeals. Appoint Anthony D. Robertis, a member of the Orangetown Zoning Board of Appeals, effective January 1, 2026. Appoint Justin Kramer, alternate member, Orangetown Zoning Board of Appeals. Can I get a motion to combine and approve?
I make a motion to combine and approve.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. hang on here. So that concludes the reorganizational meeting. We have a couple of regular business things to deal with. We'll start with the presentation of Amber Court Esplanade Palisades Independent Living. Yeah. Oh, is that what happened?
There you go. It's a good start.
Can we make this thing go? No.
Just,
There we go.
There you go.
all right, good.
All right. Thank you.
I love it when it
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. My name is Ira Emanuel. I'm with Emanuel Law PC. I am the attorney for the Amber Court, which you folks probably know better as the Esplanade at Palisades. The Esplanade at Palisades, as you know, is on Oak Tree Road, right by the Palisades Interstate Parkway where it crosses. And it's an assisted living facility that has been there since 1969 or 70. The current owners purchased it, the property not too long ago, and recognized it has potential for providing additional services for seniors living in the town of Orangetown or who want to live in the town of Orangetown. To that end, we're presenting to you a proposal that would add 53 individual assisted living units, independent living units to be added to the grounds of the Esplanade at Palisades. The rendering that you see before you is a rendering of the one of the unit pods that we are proposing. The idea is that folks who would be living in these individual units would be on their own, but they would be able to access all of the facilities that are at the Esplanade if they desire. So the recreational opportunities, the dining opportunities, any therapeutic opportunities that they may have, that they may need, and to provide for a integrated community for seniors living in the area. To that end, I'd like to present Mark McKee, who is the architect for the project, and he'll walk you through the proposed site plan, give you an orientation of what we're looking to do, the number of units, and then we'll try to answer any questions from you. This will require a change of zone. Our initial idea is that the zone change would be to MFR, but we're willing to work with the town attorney's office and OBZPAE if there are other more appropriate methods of getting to the result that we're hoping to achieve. Mark?
Yes. You said this.
Yep, and then present.
Okay.
Good evening. My name is Mark McKee. I'm with H2M Architects and Engineers, and we prepared the drawings we'll be looking at this evening. So the property is approximately 21.6 acres and currently contains a assisted living facility in the center of the property. Given the large size of the property, we felt it'd be ideal to create a independent senior housing to go along with the facility, and as already described, the integration, between the seniors and the super seniors can take place. The general layout is we work the we still maintain the one entrance, so we're not creating any other entrances off of the Oak Tree Road entrance that's currently there right now. So you'd come in onto the site, and then there'd be a winding road around the outside perimeter and towards the back where most of the free area is to provide the new housing units. The units are basically laid out such that they're all on grade, they're all fully handicap accessible, no steps into the unit, no steps through the unit. Since they're for well seniors, there would be a one-car garage provided for each unit, and the units are approximately 1,200 square feet proposed, plus the garage, which we could take a look at. Yes, thanks. Well, that's okay. Yeah, it's just the title block. The typical unit we're showing is our first pass at what we think it might be. 2-bedroom, 2-bath with a living and dining area, kitchen, and the garage. I think we'll. Oh, they can. Oh, if I wanted to, yeah. How do I get out of the? So, jumping back to the exterior, we're basically envisioning, this is just a initial pass. The final design will probably be refined a little bit more. But we're, looking at a fairly traditional structure, utilizing some of the brick, perhaps, that might match with the existing facility, and clapboard siding, and double hung windows. So it's a total of 53 units, and they're clustered in groups of 4 and 6 typically. We tried to, we did adhere to all the multifamily setbacks. We have a 50-foot setback around the perimeter. The site is bounded by the Palisades Parkway, which is a good neighbor to the north, and to the south, I should say to the west. To the east are some residential properties at the bottom of the page. The only one neighbor shows up on the plan. The rest of the neighbors are further back. So there's really no real impact on any neighbor directly. They probably, for all intents and purposes, may not even be able to see this project once it's constructed. I think that's pretty much all I have, and certainly here to answer any questions that you might have.
Oak Tree Road's on the south, what's on the north?
I'm sorry?
That's H&A, the back of it?
Yes, that's HNA on the north.
Okay.
These are rentals, right?
Yes.
I think it's a great concept.
And you're looking for a pack, 55 and over only, right?
Well, that's what, I had some preliminary discussions with Mr. Emanuel about, it would require a zone change or a text amendment. This is not eligible for PAC as of right, but again, so it would require some legislation by the town board to permit something
I
like
think
this.
that.
That's why they're here.
It would be, they're asking for PAC, or that's the understanding it would be PAC.
Well, it doesn't fit that as of right now.
No, I understand that.
Right.
I'm saying, I mean,
But it would be 55 and over, yes.
Right.
It's
Right.
similar to a PAC, but not,
right.
there would need to be some tweaks.
Whether we actually use your PAC zoning.
Right.
Or we go with the multifamily zoning that you already have, and that might be appropriate here. This would be a 55 and over community, 55 and older communities. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. 55 and older communities are regulated by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. It's actually an exception from the Federal Fair Housing Act, and so there are very strict standards as to what can happen there that probably mirror what's in your PAC.
And so they're rentals, so, I mean, again, it would be the, whatever, the community, the owner, whatever, takes care of all the property.
That's correct.
Right.
That's correct.
So the question why I'm asking about PAC is you can't decide that you want to just rent them out. If 55 and over, they're not filling up. It has to be in the zoning that it's 55 and over.
Well,
It has to be 55 and over.
well, if PAC is more acceptable to the board, and that's the direction you want us to go, that's the direction we will go. We're not excluding it at all.
Okay.
Can I just add, what's the connection to the Esplanade? Is this are we putting these two-bedroom apartments around the Esplanade, or is there a connection to the Esplanade? Is it a step,
Right. There will be a connection to the Esplanade, as I mentioned in my introduction. The idea is to integrate these independent living units with the facilities at the Esplanade, so folks who are renting in the independent units will be able to avail themselves of the facilities at the Esplanade. So if they feel like, if they don't feel, for example, that they want to prepare their own meals, they can sign up for a plan that would allow them to take their meals at the Esplanade. If there are therapeutic services at the Esplanade that they want to use, they'd be able to do that. There are other services that are available at the Esplanade, and it would basically be a sort of a la carte type of thing, rather than those residents who are living at the Esplanade and would have all of those services provided to them. So this is sort of a hybrid, sort of a step up, if you will. Continuum of care is a term that I've heard used for situations like this as well.
okay, I guess.
And they would be, and the units would be managed by the same entity that manages the Esplanade.
And the reason for the two bedrooms?
With independent living, you usually want to have two bedrooms. They're more attractive to seniors. As independent living, they often have grandchildren or children who would come to, adult children who would come to visit them. Also, very many may still be working, and they may want the second bedroom as an office, or they may want it as a den of some sort. If you noticed when we had the floor plan that was laid out, it was kitchen, living room, kitchen, living room, and 2 bedrooms, okay? There was no separate den that might be converted into a 3rd bedroom. We're sensitive to that. I've seen that come up as a question in other communities that I've represented for similar situations. But it's on the screen now, and you can see that it really is truly just a 2-bedroom unit.
Okay.
Could you just go to the outside picture again, the rendering? There's 2 garages.
We'd be lost without her.
Yeah.
So would I. Okay, so maybe it's just I'm confused. It looks like they show 2 garages here, but on the other.
Well, it's 4 units.
It's 4 units.
Oh,
See if you
thank
look at
you,
each
thank you.
walkway,
Thank you
it's-
for figuring it out to me. I was like, wait, I'm all confused.
only a one-car
God, that's why I saw the 1-car garage.
It's
Okay, I get it. I
It's
get
4
it.
units.
just
They're
reverse.
mirror
Ah,
images, and then they're
This way,
joined.
this way, this
Got it, understood, thank you.
But again, it's at least with the initial attempt, it's an attempt to keep it as a sort of single-family residential type of look, with the gable, with the garage, trying to keep the overall length relatively small, but also breaking up the facade so that it doesn't look like a big, long row house. But again, we'll be working on our own to refine this, and then, of course, eventually with Akabor.
Okay. Okay, anybody else have any more questions? No?
No, what I will add is the older, I don't think they have, in the actual facility, I don't think there's independent living, because they're an older assisted living. I think the newer assisted livings have
Right.
parts where independent and then assisted living. So it seems, I don't think they have that. So this is basically what they're adding this to kind of compete with the rest of all the assisted livings that have independent living.
There's a mix in the industry, and it really depends upon the operator. It depends upon how much room they have. There are assisted living facilities that are going up and opening up right now that are strictly assisted living. There are others that have the mix that you're referring to, Mr. Donahue.
Got it.
Okay, so what we're looking for tonight is some basic feedback as to whether or not we should move forward. I haven't heard anybody say yich.
Well, I'll say conceptually, I like the idea. However, when you get to if you've been back to the map of the
other
layout.
plan with all the units?
Yeah, at the east side where it hits the residence,
That's
the
my
bottom part of that
concern,
page.
too.
There's residential
These,
properties, at the bottom.
Right.
The bottom, at the bottom page, I mean, you have to be mindful that there's people that live there, that's their house, that's their backyard. So, I mean, conceptually, the idea that you're presenting, I get it. The number of units and locations, I mean, I might have, differing opinions about where these units are and how many you have.
Okay. We do
Conceptually, I agree.
maintain at least a 50-foot setback from that side, well, from all the lot lines. But we could certainly take a look at placement of the buildings and enhancing the screening.
Other than that,
No.
yeah, conceptually, I'm fine with it.
Again, it's just
It's
probably,
just the number of units we'll talk about.
yeah, number of units and, location of where you're putting these is probably.
Okay.
If we took out them
Yeah, I don't think
25,
anybody has a problem with the whole concept. I actually like the smaller rental units. You don't find them anymore.
They make the most sense to me, too.
I know. Jerry can go straight from the house to his physical therapy in the Esplanade there with his.
Just animal.
Okay.
But, yeah, I think, Judge, we have this, Rob, we have this
Yes, you do.
presentation? Okay.
You do.
So, I think we'll probably all just have to take a closer look and have some conversations, and we'll let you know what the overall,
Right.
but yes, I don't think anybody said yuck. Yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
good.
That's a
Which
good
is pretty
start.
good, which is pretty good. That's a
Good
good
luck is a
start.
good start.
Good start.
All right, I'll get back in touch with Rob.
Okay.
And we'll figure out how, next steps.
Okay.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much, and congratulations on your re-elections.
Thank you.
And Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Okay, we have a couple of agenda items. Once I made the mistake of saying we were going to have some stuff on here, a couple people jumped in, but anyway. Number 30, can I get approved with the renaming of the Orangetown Soccer Complex at 175 Old Orangeburg Road, New York, to the Dennis Troy Athletic Complex?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good thing, otherwise we'd have to go rip that sign out.
Spray painted.
Oh, Allison has it up there. There's the sign, in case anybody wants to see it. Again, it's at 175 Old
Nice.
Orangeburg Road.
Well
Only the best for
deserved.
Dennis. Number 31, approve a retainer agreement with Hodges, Walsh, and Burke in connection with federal litigation against the town of Orangetown. Motion?
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Then we have motion accept, receive, file documents in the town clerk's office, the town board meeting minutes, agreement with Rockland County Grant for sidewalk construction, a Green Plan Inc., and Park Mobile Service Agreement. Motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The audit.
Thank you. Thank you.
We gotta talk about this.
Tonight's audit consists of 4 warrants for $2.9 million. Items of interest, number 1, the CSEA Employee Benefit Fund, $34,000 for dental benefits. Number 2, New York State Employee Health Insurance, $1.1 million for healthcare benefits. And number 13, Sentry Equipment, $300,000 for rebuilding the sewer clarifier. Any questions on the audit?
Nope. Motion to accept the audit?
I make a motion to accept the audit.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I don't believe we have any executive session. Not really? Oh, is that why is she here for that? Is that a appropriate executive session? I really don't want to.
We'll do it quick, she's here.
Oh, God, okay. Okay, so we're going to do a quick executive session. We're not going to be voting anything when we come back. We do have some adjournments. We have Lou Kaiser. He's a resident of Tapan, former deputy town attorney and former chairman of the Zoning Board of Appeals. He was 98. Gerald Jerry Coblin, resident of Nyack and owner of Coblin's Pharmacy. Joseph Paul Sanguinetti, a resident of Pearl River, and Larry McKierney, a resident of Pearl River. Okay, Paul, do your thing.
Yep, I make a motion that we go into executive session and, what are we doing? Oh, for personnel, and we're going to adjourn the meeting with no further action.
Second.
Aye.
That was good.